day, that's you and me. All day, that's us, boo. Came through with that new thing. See, I don't know why I trust you. Crazy now, I'm just too on. Maybe now I'm just too gone. Maybe now I'm just looking for that same vibe that you on. Cause I'm out here with my boys, going crazy in this bitch. Overseas, getting Benz. No Mercedes in this bitch. We made the album 9 months. Had a baby in this bitch. I'm with your babe on the run. Like I'm Jay-Z in this bitch. I don't smoke a lot, but I get.
What it do, what it do? It's your boy BX Brother 730 and I'm live streaming to you NBA 2K19 SSBA Season 2 my league online 32-man user league. Currently got my Bucks going up against the Toronto Raptors. I am in shambles because I have 2 major injuries to this lineup. One being Malcolm Brogdon and the other being Jeremy Lamb, both scoring in double figures this season. We're gonna try to work out magic and possibly do something.
It's time for the NBA, live on 2K Sports.
Yo, what's good, Damien? Off to a late start, but after this, man, I'm definitely gonna go ahead and hop on this Madden.
Looking at Toronto, they took the win in their last game against.
So you definitely can get that first dig.
And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
And you know what? Up against a weak defense, they were allowed to do pretty much whatever they wanted.
Yeah, what I like, though, besides that, is that they just didn't settle for it, because weak defenses, you could take bad shots. That's not what they did here tonight.
6 on the shot clock. And, yes, it's good. Gasol's got his team on the board to start the game for the Raptors. Hey, Brent, tonight, 2 strong reserve units. As a player, what are some of the advantages of coming off the bench and playing?
I think, Kevin, if you think about coming off the bench and mentally you're into the game, you'll understand the rhythm of when you check in and where you might be able to take advantage of what they're doing defensively, some of their offensive schemes. You might have seen the sets, so it's important to pay attention while you're on the bench and then come in and impact the game in a positive way.
You can get in the flow of the game without even playing.
Sometimes, and then you also get to play against another team's bench, which can sometimes help you find your rhythm a lot quicker than going up against the starter.
Good point.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Here's Anunoby. Gasol inside. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2.
Yo, Keith, what's good, bro? How you doing, man?
And he knows how to make good use of his size in that low block. And Gasol's inside game is very refined.
You guys are really pissing me off, man.
To how he approaches it.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Hell of it over from outside. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. Right side, Gasol. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Lowry. Fires the 3. He can't get that one. To the inside. Here's Anunoby. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 8 points a game. Leonard with the ball. And it doesn't even draw iron. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Dellavedova with the ball. Pass to Antetokounmpo.
Damn, Greek, what the hell was that?
Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket.
Well, playmaking and scoring, that's what Giannis is up to here tonight.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Here's Leonard. Oh, and
Square
the
button.
by Leonard.
Square button.
Well, there are some ways to fire up your teammates. That right there is one of them, thanks to Kawhi Leonard.
Pass to Snell. Right wing. Dellavedova from outside. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Leonard on the wing. From deep. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And here is Dellavedova. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to Snell. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. Back to Snell. 4 on the shot clock. To the paint. Here's Henson.
Oh, nice move.
And
Oh,
the
shot
turnover.
clock
Did not get
violation.
off his shot.
Not enough.
24-second violation.
Not enough time.
Yeah, it's just not a good pass. I don't know what he's thinking there. A poor decision.
Now here's Gasol. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. 6 points for Marc Gasol. Pass to Snell. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Ibaka with some nice D.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Outside Gasol. Shoots over Henson. Gasol no good.
I like the defensive effort. They did a good job altering the mid-range shot and then making the shooter feel a bit uneasy. Well, he's like a carpenter out there. Great floor awareness. Zipping the ball over to his teammates with ease.
And you ask his teammates, Tony Snell is a very soft-spoken, very modest guy. But, Greg, don't let that fool you.
No, he's a competitor. I mean, he goes hard every minute.
Who
he's
you
on
throwing the
court.
ball to,
Now
boy?
that he's playing big minutes.
Golly, come on, man.
And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And this is who he has become. Leonard with the great body control takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Now here is Dellavedova. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Three-pointers. Snell knocks down the three ball.
Well, a big reason why Dellavedova is out
All right,
there
bet.
is because he can see who's available.
Outside Leonard. Gasol's in the post. Shoots over Henson. A nice shot by Gasol. Gasol's got 8 points.
I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Left side, out of the Antetokounmpo. Pass to Henson. Three-pointer, Dellavedova. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. And so it's Leonard with it. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They lead by 4.
Well, you go in there weak like that, and a guy like Giannis with his length is going to throw it away.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. DiVincenzo. The three-pointer off the mark.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends.
Now here is Dellavedova. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Thompson with it. Gasol covering. Three-pointer. Snell. That one doesn't go. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And Greg with Kawhi started as a defensive stopper, but he now is so much more than that.
I mean, he's got a great outside shot, that pull-up jumper, the turnarounds in the post. He has the complete repertoire. You never would have thought he was only viewed as a defense guy once upon a time, but was already a fantastic player. But this is a guy that continues to just add to his game.
The kick out to Antetokounmpo. Back to Dellavedova. Trying his luck deep. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
This is a huge part of Dellavedova's game, draining spot-up jump shots.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Gasol wide open. He fires. Good on the triple. Gasol's got 11 points.
He is getting it done on the offensive end. 5 buckets through 7 shots.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Snell from outside. Rebound by the Raptors. Pass to Ibaka. Top of the key. Thompson with the rebound.
And that's really a function of the offense not working as it should.
Yeah, maybe lazy play calling or just going through the motions on that possession. This often leads to a bad shot.
Toronto leading by 8. Back to Lowry. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
And his touch has just been a little bit absent this quarter, and he's missing a ton of shots.
Thompson, high post. Outside Korver. The Bucks need to get a shot off here. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. Beats the shot clock, but can't get it to fall.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target. The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. The big changes in defensive rules happened right in the middle of your playing days. How did people initially react to those?
Well, a lot of guys had 3 quick fouls, Kevin, because they're out hand checking and pushing guys around. And they say, what do you mean I can't do this anymore? I get paid to push guys around. But after a little while, obviously, guys stepping off and understanding positions on the floor where you could get away with more physical play than you can out in front with point guards, obviously, and having refs' eyes on them or down on the block.
Ibaka outside. Outside Lowry. The 3 drains the three-pointer. Lowry's got 5.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Here's Bikes. Pass to Maker. To stop the drought. The shot, no good. Outside, Simmons. Lowry has the open look. And Ibaka slams it in.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Well, it's so nice to have the early lead. This is where you want to stick with what's working until somebody shuts you down.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. The Bucks shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one. And the first one at the line is good. And he can't hit the second. Raptors leading by 14. To the middle. Here's Lowry. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, All the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
Now, here's Maker. No points in the game yet for him. And it's Johnson penetrating. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
And that's such solid, fundamental basketball on display right there, guys.
You talk about it all the time, Greg. Yeah, great use of the pick to set up the dunk.
Well, that's a play that only works by practicing over and over and having a great rhythm with your teammate. You could see the timing there.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
And already the lead is significant. Excellent play on both ends.
From outside the arc. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
A somewhat sporadic three-point shooter, but he's able to knock that one down.
Bounce pass from Lowry. Here's Gasol. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
Well, his offense should come with a warning label, caution, flammable. He's connecting on everything. The D looks dumbfounded.
And Gasol sends it back. And so it's Toronto. Their lead at 15 going into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. Back to the action. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, the Raptors enjoying a nice lead here.
I mean, through that first quarter, to me, it's all about their D.
There's a lot of ways to build a lead. This one's built on stops.
Right side out of Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Leonard. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Here's Lowry. Count the basket. Lowry's got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Raptors.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
To the right side. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Giannis bringing it down, using that sensational length to get that finish.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, Marc Gasol is the more fiery of the Gasol brothers. Pau Gasol says, I sugarcoat things a little more than Marc. He's more emotional, more direct. And Marc said, when a mistake happens on defense, I know you're not concentrating. I don't allow that. He knows controlling his frustration is important. He says, I'm working on it. Guys?
Part of leadership, DA. Thank you. And so Milwaukee again turning it over. The Bucks making a switch here. 2 minutes now played in the second quarter. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Toronto. 18 points separating the teams. That's the biggest lead of the game. Outside Gasol. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Up by a bunch. He's still pushing the action, trying to impose his will.
Well, collectively, they've done it tonight here. A passionate performance from the squad.
But they recover it. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. DiVincenzo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
And what an assured player. Anunoby believes in his ability to shoot the ball off the catch.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. Without question, Marc Gasol displaying his skills today.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And the Raptors making a change here. It would take a major comeback for them to get back into this game.
And the chances of that happening don't look good.
Over to the wing to stop the run. And the basket by Maker.
Maker continuing to show different parts of his game. That time, mid-range.
Outside Lowry. 7-foot shot. No good off the back of the rim.
And when he's this close, he's got to make it. The defense was pretty good, but just shouldn't miss that.
Here's Leonard. And Henson sends it back.
Well, Henson's an explosive leaper and really active on that play.
In the corner, it's Maker. Marc Gasol picks up the foul. And that'll be his third foul so far.
And already his third foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the third quarter.
Left side, Antetokounmpo. Banked in off the glass. Antetokounmpo's got 4 this quarter.
And his teammates have to step up just a little bit more. He's been lights out. Needs a bit more support.
And they call an illegal screen here.
That's their first of the game, though, so sharp passing has helped them to craft this lead.
Dellavedova with the ball. Lowry picks him up. To the left side wing. To the middle. Here's Snell. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Snell.
Oh, I see it. You got it?
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Three-pointer, Lowry. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Pass to Snell. Now, Antetokounmpo. And a slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. Now, Wright. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And Toronto turns it over again.
Poor decision making there. No idea what he's going for with that kind of pass in that situation.
Pass to Snell. Back to Dellavedova. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Dellavedova with the ball. He's covered by Leonard. DiVincenzo. No good with the triple.
Just a little lackluster so far with his effort. He's been very limited due to his poor shooting.
Lowry inside the line. And the Raptors tack on 2 more.
And boy, has he come alive. Since the start of the second quarter, he has been on fire.
Out to the right wing. To the inside. Here's Henson. And he banks in the layup.
That's a pretty good move. Henson, I'll tell you what, being assertive when he has the ball like that, that's another dimension to the offense on the inside that they could use.
Lowry for 3. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Lowry. Bucks trail by 18. Antetokounmpo with the ball. 10 points for him. DiVincenzo. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Dellavedova. 5 on the clock. Goes back up. Three-pointer on the way.
Yeah, and he plays a lot bigger than that 6-foot frame would suggest. Lowry is just a bundle of energy out there.
Ibaka right side. Pass to Leonard. There's his third field goal, and now he's made half of his 6 shots.
Everyone knew Leonard would be a plus rebounder and defender.
Hey,
college, but not many people saw
Newsome, I'm gonna be hosting a Madden event. Wrong. Thought he was gonna come out. Head to head versus my viewers.
Here come the Raptors. Lowry leading the charge. Pass to Leonard. Six on the shot clock. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Well, there's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive scheme.
And he knocks down the first one. And the Bucks making a change here. And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Bucks really having a tough go here. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Snell from outside. The shot.
Oh my God, how do you miss that rebound? That's coming right down to you, bro.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
Pass to right. Now Leonard. Shot clock at 6. And there's the foul. It's on Tony Snell. That's foul number 2 for him.
Well, there are good fouls, and then there's those fouls. That's not a good one. Limits himself on defense, and he can't nearly be as physical for the rest of the period.
And here's Leonard. Antetokounmpo knocks it away. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Pass to Snell for the 3. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
I think what I'd like to see from him in this quarter is getting going from the perimeter. Hit a 3 in the first, nothing in the second.
Right from outside. Rebound Giannis Antetokounmpo. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee.
Ava, Bree, wipe this boy off, man. I don't know what your mom gave him, man.
Pass to Dellavedova. Back to Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Well, that's a nice toss up there, so you got to like the timing. But, of course, that's Giannis. He's going to grab anything.
Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 2016. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly a motor that does not stop.
We always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He's got 12. Shoots a 3. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
I don't think there's anything Giannis cannot do on the basketball court if he's doing that, because then you start saying things, Kevin, like, I don't think there's something he can't do. Did I say that?
I don't know why they don't help. This is crazy, man. This shit is crazy. And you got the help on. You know what? Is it because I got stay attached? Yep, that's probably what it is.
It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Pass to Korver. Thompson outside. Back to Korver. Bucks passing it around. Here's Antetokounmpo.
You could make that jump shot. That was the lead.
Grabs the miss. Outside Leonard. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Bucks trail by 21. Dellavedova scanning the floor. Here's Korver for three. No good that time. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Siakam. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
And where's the fight defensively? I mean, you know you need stops to stop the bleeding.
Yeah, down by double digits, failing to shut down the lane. It has been a rough night.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Out left to the wing. Here's Maker. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Ibaka outside. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Thompson. And that one released in time.
Hey, back up from there. Back up from the TV, please.
Had the size and quickness to be an elite defender.
Ava,
Ibaka has
leave him alone.
his fundamentals as well.
Kyle Lowry firing
Hey,
on
get that dog
all
away from me.
cylinders for
I don't want him messing with
Raptors.
the connection. Get the dog
He
away.
got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And we'll be back with you shortly.
What?
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback,
GTA,
though,
a
is needed
GTA
for this
6?
game to be
No, I think they're
competitive,
done with
and it
GTAs.
probably has to happen quickly. Now here is Dellavedova. Right side, Antetokounmpo. Over to the left wing. Pass to Snell. Misses the three.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Great dribble move there. Kawhi using refined ball handling skills to get wherever he needs to on the floor.
Here's Snell. Right side, Antetokounmpo. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here's Dellavedova. 6 to shoot. Three-pointers. Snell.
He seems to be forcing just a little bit out there. He needs to play a little calmer, a little smarter, with a little bit more poise if they're going to win this one.
Shots good by Ibaka.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Pass to Snell. And so Antetokounmpo looking over it. Out to the wing. Now Dellavedova. Over Lowry. Good work defensively by Lowry.
And they just cannot seem to get it going so far in this half, missing their first 3 shots.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Here's Antetokounmpo. And John Henson with the slam.
Well, great floor awareness as Antetokounmpo has a sense for when the D has overcommitted or shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Pass to Gasol. Now here's Lowry, defended by Henson. And again, Toronto with the triple.
Yeah, 3 of 4 to start this half. Offensively, they've been great.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And there's the call on Kyle Lowry.
Let me try one thing. Since I'm losing, I might as well. Alright, let's put no help on all except for let's try helping rotation, helping rotation, helping rotation, helping rotation. Let's just do the bigs, cause that's where the pick comes from.
And that'll be his third foul so far.
All right.
Timeout called the Bucks. One of the stories here, Kyle Lowry getting it done today.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
Pass to Dellavedova. Shot clock at 5. And he banks in the layup. He's got 6.
If you're going in amongst the trees, you have got to be aggressive.
Drip, drip, drip.
He's also crafty
drip,
with how he approaches it. Right
drip.
there, he uses just the right move to lay it in.
And the basket by Lowry.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Dellavedova with the ball. From deep. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Henson. And finally they hit one. Henson's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And it's Lowry penetrating. Gasol. And Henson sends it back. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
They open up the floodgates and let Giannis run through. What a joy to watch him in transition.
And here's Lowry. He's got 23. Pass to Gasol. No good on the 3. And so it's Dellavedova. He'll bring it up for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Oh my God, too deep. What am I doing?
It's rebounded by Anunoby.
He's not doing his team any good by taking shots from that range.
Yeah, the only thing that kind of shot helps with is your opponent's chance of winning. Well, that's some good O there. Always like to see them getting those interior looks.
Back to Dellavedova. DiVincenzo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And he hasn't cashed in on his chances at the line, only making 1 free throw. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Outside, Simmons. Here's Gasol. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Well, the defense was right up on him, so electing to go for the fadeaway there to create some room, well, that makes sense.
In the corner, Snell with it. Off target with his 3.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
And Marc Gasol, a force on both ends of the floor. You forget, Greg, that he's won a Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, Gasol doesn't doesn't really wow you on defense with what he does. I mean, he gets blocks, but it's really his positioning and his rotations are what
Ava,
make him so great.
I'm going to send you upstairs in a second.
Plays, and he just seems to be able to protect the rim.
I'm being dead serious.
And a terrific team defender.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Pass to Henson. And slam dunk by Henson.
Yo, Billy, what's going on, man? How you, bro?
High percentage shooter. So many of his looks right there, right at the rim.
Now, here's Lowry. 23 points in the game. Good work there as it goes. 19 points for Marc Gasol. Pass to Snell. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Gasol.
Well, the D looks like they're laying off just a little bit. He made 1 3 in the first half, but they're still daring him to shoot, and he can't make him pay for it.
Now it appears an injury out on the floor, and that does not look like any fun.
And this would be a terrible blow. Hopefully it's less serious than it looks.
Well, looking at his face right there, you can tell he's in a lot of pain, and there's a lot of trepidation right now on that team's sideline.
Here's Bikes. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Here's Maker. Sinks the three-pointer.
Maker's got some impressive range, and when he gets some room, he's going to let it fly.
Outside, Simmons. It's stolen by Johnson. The Bucks shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here.
2 shots. Foul. Elbow. 2.
And that one falls for Johnson. Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Now, Wright. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. Gasol, no good. Here's Bikes. The steal. And Leonard has it in the corner. The rebound by Johnson.
The defense was in the area, but not really effective. He has to put away this layup.
That one a little long.
I'd just like to see the defensive effort get better for their ball club. They can't expect guys to miss the mid-range Jays every time.
And stolen by Wright. Here's Leonard. And then Leonard with the dunk.
With his developing handle, Leonard now has defenders at his mercy when on the bounce.
Right side Korver. Johnson, a wide open look. And it's off from three-point range. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
Yeah, another turnover, but guys, on the whole, I think they've done a great job of running their offense without too many miscues.
Here's Bikes. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. On the wing, Johnson. Over Leonard. A shot by Johnson, no good.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contested.
Leonard with the ball. 17 points in the game. Out to the right wing. Just 2 to shoot. Good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Outside Korver. Pass to Johnson. Bucks passing it around. Here's Maker. They get it back. Second shot opportunity. And it's Wright sending it back.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason
why they're in control.
Here's Maker. And again, the Bucks miss. Here's the Raptors with the ball. Right outside. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Johnson. Leonard with the bucket. Leonard's got 6 in the quarter.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
And it's time for an injury report.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. They're going to hold him out for the rest of the game, and though they don't think he'll be out long, they haven't ruled out the chance that he could miss additional games as well. Kevin?
Appreciate that, DA. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing
change your mirror,
right
please.
now.
But it is something that happens to
'Cause you know she's not gonna do it,
every
man.
player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
And sometimes off the court,
Yeah.
you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Pass to Johnson. And here's Thompson. He's covered by Leonard. And it's Korver in the corner. Misses, and the dry spell continues.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is.
Leonard attacking. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Leonard's got 21 in the game.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Stolen. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
Well, it fires up your teammates and the fans when you make plays like that out in the open court and explosive.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
The three off the mark. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Toronto ahead, running away with this one. And we'll be back with you right after this. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And so here's Toronto. Pass to Monroe. This is the second year with the sponsored patches on the jersey. Advertising, more or less. Have you gotten used to seeing those things?
Yeah, I think it was no problem last year.
They're small, they're unintrusive,
some
right?
teams did some really cool creative things with the color schemes, and I don't think we've seen the last of that, Kevin.
We see it in European games on their jerseys.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to recognize the number with how many advertisements are on the jerseys. But
Billboard.
Yeah, I don't think we're done with it yet.
Yeah.
And I need to see some more assertiveness.
Yeah, I'm in the last quarter. Why? What's up, Jay? What do you need?
And
so go run to the store.
On the wing, Korver misses the three.
Well, Bree, go with it, Bree. Yes, you are.
Monroe outside. Simmons inside.
What she tell you?
Count that bucket.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Outside Korver. Jacks up a three. The shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way.
Well, both him and the team seem to be off their game right now, and the frustration is clearly mounting as the clock is winding down.
Tipped away. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Set it up with the fake, but it's offline. Pass to Monroe. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Not a lot the defense can do on Greg Monroe on that particular play. When he's that deep, you know you're in trouble.
He hits the second from the line. Well, there's a lot of talk, too, Brent, about the age requirement for entering the draft. And Commissioner Silver has said it's a clear change that's probably on the way. What do you think the league should do?
Can you and I talk about a guy that you know quite well who in 1995 came out as the
17-year-old? I know
in
it.
the NBA draft? Kevin Garnett came into the league and handled himself extremely well. Now, for every one of those stories, we know there were other ones where guys did not make much of their NBA careers.
But then here comes the G League.
The G League, to me, is the huge key.
That's the equalizer.
A lot of these guys have a ripcord now for some of those things that transpired over the course of the last 30 years, where they can have a softer landing point to continue to develop, to continue to mature, and have an opportunity to make something of their NBA career.
Excellent explanation.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Antetokounmpo up top. 6 on the shot clock. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And it's Thompson with the jam.
Now Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. Here's Siakam. Pass to Simmons. From the top of the key, Giannis Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Did you ever think, Brent, that we'd see this many players, 6'10", 6'11", 7-footers, handling the ball and shooting like we're seeing them shoot from that kind of distance?
I'm hopeful for it. I've been hopeful for it, and it doesn't surprise me about what the league is. This is a very select group of people that have the right combination of DNA and genetics, and the fact that these guys are more and more capable with their skill set, not a surprise to me, Kevin.
So fun to watch, too. My goodness. The shot by Lowry, no good.
Well, important to get great balance if you get bumped on your way to the basket. Still something that every player tries to get comfortable with.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Here's Van Vliet. Outside Lowry. Lets it go with a 3. Korver with the defensive effort. Here's Milwaukee now. Puts up a 3. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Siakam. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Certain guys can play.
Yeah, man, right now, yeah, man. I got 3 injuries on this team, man. This is my league online. I got 3 injuries to my starters out lengthy minutes. Lengthy games. I still got to play, though, bro.
The way that Coach Popovich,
so I got nothing but 70s in my lineup besides Greek.
Touches when needed most, where Tim usually came through. But how much more dominant he truly could have been.
And he didn't care about numbers, did he?
Not at all. He cared about one number, and that's putting W's on the board. But how many more things Tim Duncan would have led categorically in the history of the NBA at the power forward position. But overall, the numbers would have been staggering. Commending the unselfish play there. What vision on that pass.
Pass to Bikes. And here is Maker. Now Henson. Here's Bikes. Covered by Monroe. Milwaukee. No good that time either. Guys are slimming down, it seems, Brent, to play at a faster pace. And we hear more and more players are using a plant-based diet now.
Vegan-style players.
Maybe not quite to that extent, but they are certainly very, very cautious about what they're putting in their bodies.
I think we just hear more stories about some of the things that players are trying in order to get themselves to their athletic peak. And one of those things, of course, one of the most important things is the fuel that you're going to put into your body, because that's your only tool. So I think guys just pay a little bit more attention to how it is they're feeding the system.
Back to Maker. Shot on the wing. DiVincenzo. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
Tremendous effort. He will not be denied on the offensive glass.
Here's Siakam. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
DiVincenzo. And the 3 off target. This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level.
Here's Siakam. And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
You know, we talk so much about accurate shooting. Sometimes accurate passing can lead to great shooting. You saw it there.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. DiVincenzo drains it from 17 feet out.
Yeah, certainly an attitude change at halftime. After sort of wandering around in the first, he's kicked it into gear here for the second frame.
Pass to Monroe. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. Hammers the alley-oop through.
What is he trying to get?
Selfish play there from Greg Monroe, keeping his head up to spot the open man.
Here's Bikes. Outside Wilson. Brett, they're always trying to make the All-Star game itself more competitive. Is that an important thing to do?
I don't think overall it's important to do it, Kevin. I mean, it is an exhibition, but I do like the attentiveness of the players over the past couple years talking about how it is they want to approach the game. It ends up being a high-scoring affair with a lot of highlights, but overall, it's not the most important thing for the weekend.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Monroe. Inside. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Bikes. To the wing on the left. Baseline jumper. No good on that one. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Here's Anunoby. Rebounded by Maker. Here's Bikes. Outside Wilson. 5 on the clock. The tray. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And, well, when you let the shot clock run down that far, that's the kind of shot you're going to end up with.
Pass to Siakam. Now here's Richardson. With some arc. And it's good on the way in.
That floater is a thing of beauty, effective when it's used the right way.
They are now showing NBA games in virtual reality. You and I have actually seen some examples of that. They can recreate almost any angle. Have you gotten a headset?
I haven't gotten a headset, Kevin, but I have watched it. You and I have talked about it several times.
Many times.
It's an amazing experience, and it will only get better. But I really think about if I was a kid growing up in Germany or Italy, and I had an opportunity to pull on a pair of goggles and to watch the game's greatest players from a seat at half court or the cameras that they set up underneath the goal at either end. What a fantastic way to be enveloped by the NBA game.
It's a cool view.
It's a very cool
Yeah.
view, and it's only going to get better.
Yeah. Toronto calls timeout. They lead by 40. A minute 42 left in the fourth. The Raptors making a switch here. There's 1:38 left here in the fourth quarter. And he comes up with the deuce.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
1:33 left to play in the final quarter.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Toronto.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that. And man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so the hard work and effort paying off tonight, putting another win in the books. That'll be win number 27.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing for Kyle Lowry.
Every time he shot it, it seemed like it was going to drop in. And if it didn't, everyone was surprised.
Pass to Richardson. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And you can tell they're ready to start celebrating a well-deserved victory here tonight.
Yeah, you can see the fans. They've already started celebrating themselves. A gutty performance.
Right wing. Here's Maker. And the dunk by Maker.
This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
It's a shame because this is the team we expected to see fighting on every possession. I think it's just too late.
Now here's Richardson. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. This game may not have been the most exciting we've ever seen, but you have to appreciate.
Shot we took 16. Okay, that's good.